Today, my brothers, we're just gonna laugh. Apparently, we ended up getting the PS5 Pro leak. We even have a leaked video that I want to show you about the PS5 handheld. We even got the homie Dreamcast guy, you know. Like this video, share this video, comment for the algorithm. Let's go for maybe 3 likes on the video. This about to be lit, okay? Check this out, guys.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy here, talking today about another big PlayStation leak. Yesterday,
yo, where are the Xbox at? Where are the Sony ponies at?
We saw the first concrete confirmed details about the PlayStation 5 Pro.
PS5 Pro ended up leaking out, and the source behind is Tom Henderson. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Could you imagine GTA 6 coming out? I made a video on it earlier today. We had like trailer leaks for Handheld. It's gonna be coming out in November. Definitely check it out. But I mean, damn, bro. Could you imagine GTA 6 and PS5 Pro bundle? That would actually be lit. Now, the leaks are going around that Sony is aiming to release it in November of 2024, and the leaks are coming from the homie Tom Henderson. Oh shit! Yeah, so Tom Henderson, very credible. We have talked about it numerous times, right? And apparently it's gonna be having consistent 4K 60 FPS. I know, I mean, damn, bro, can a brother perhaps get at least 60 FPS? 1080 60 FPS on the normal PS5? I'm just asking for 1080 60 FPS on PS5 and Series X. That's all I'm asking. Nowadays, games are having a tough time. Studios are having a tough time making those games. I don't get it. But it's gonna be having a performance mode for 8K.
Bruh. And that was incredibly surprising. Well, today I woke up and somebody has decided to post pics and video of PlayStation's Project Q.
Yeah, get ready, boys, get ready.
Their handheld PS5 weird screen streaming thing. And honestly, the internet is already kind of confused by...
Not kind of confused, the internet is mad! Toxic gamers, where are the toxic gamers at?
Let's take a look. Now, I am actually going to show you the device, even though I'm a little bit worried about Sony lawyers eating my face and nipples. So please...
Yo, bro, why would they... What?
Like this video and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, guys.
You haven't already. This is Project Q. Now, as soon as you see it, it is a little bit of a baffling device because it is, we're going to take a look at screenshots, then we're going to take a look at a video of it. It does kind of just look like a broken in half PlayStation 5 controller on sort of a tablet screen. But as soon as we begin to notice it, a lot of people have actually seen that this is a Android-based Pro.
First of all, hand on top of this bottle of water. This sucker is looking kind of good though. I actually like it. I love the look of it. But dog, 3 hours of battery life? 3 hours? Bruh. You kidding me right now? And you know what? I could cope. I feel like that a lot of people would be able to cope with 3 or 4 hours of battery life. I don't game for like 12 hours a day. Gone are the days where I used to game for 12 hours. Like I used to pull all-nighters. Those days are long gone, okay? 3-4 hours, I can cope. Had it been, you didn't need a PS5. Suckers over at Sony, they thought about this, right? They're like, okay, so people need to have PS5 and then they buy this so they can play their PS5 on this. Like, bruh, make a PSP, dog.
Now you're probably wondering, okay, why is that so significant? What's so special about this screen? Why is this so great?
It's touch, right? It's touchscreen.
Means this thing is probably going to be hacked. Now, we're going to get to that more in a minute.
Okay, I was not expecting that.
Here, let me look at this one here. Clearly, the person who's managed to get a hold of it is already disassembling this bad boy and seeing it all the way down to its core components. What you're going to notice is that every tweet, everybody is basically just saying how bad this is.
Everybody's mad. Just keep it simple. People are not liking it. Someone is going to get fined. That looks so bad. Nobody buying that.
This looks terrible. No one is going to buy that. Look at my small hands. Oh boy, this is going to be fun to handle. Now, let's take a look at the video of it. Here's the video version of...
Yo, honestly, bro, like seriously, though, it does look good, though. It does look good. I would love a device like that. In fact, it's being made. It's gonna be coming out. It just needed 3-4 hours battery. Okay, I can cope with that. But, dog, why do you need a PS5 with that? And it's the same thing, right? Why did Lena Adam 2022's wife needed the BBC? Bruh. Why does she need the BBC? Different analogy, but it's kind of like the same bull. Why does this handheld needs a PS5? Like the video if you agree. Why does it need it?
Whoever managed to sneak this out of a factory, the person has definitely very, very, very tiny hands. Now, I'm not insulting this person. I have tiny hands myself. I got these little princess mitts. So this is probably what it's going to look like to me. He's scrolling through it here. I mean, he's pressing buttons. You could tell this is definitely actually real. Yeah. It is not some like fan-made project. He looks like he's like...
Yeah, it's Chinese. Is it Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, or what? What language is that? Any scientist here? China number 1, by the way.
Hiding in a hotel. I think this guy probably stole it from a factory and is trying to...
Bomboka!
Yo, my guy is on the run. He's like, I stole it from the Sony HQ. Now I'm on the run.
Film it someplace. Wow, yeah, there's still the little screen protector on it. This thing is definitely real. Now, I have to say, the thing that kind of shocked me most is that it does look pretty decently sized. The screen itself, this looks like probably about a 9-inch screen. It looks...
Yeah, let's be real. It's bigger than your dong, bro.
Pretty decent. I bet the battery life on this, the rumor is the battery life is about 3 hours. And now that we're seeing the brightness, the quality of the screen, the clearness, I think I understand.
Clearness! Clearness! Where do you see any clearness?
Bomboka!
I cannot even read what it said on the screen, bro.
And now why this is probably a 3-hour battery life. I actually like the fact that the fact that it has a full-blown PlayStation 5 controller split in half, the DualSense.
Yeah, same. I actually like that. I know it's kind of bigger and you're probably not going to be able to fit in your pocket. Half of it is probably going to be hanging out, like, let's be real, you know what I'm saying? Some people like okay, whatever, I cannot say that word on YouTube.
But now let's talk about practical applications of this. The reports are this thing is just going to stream PlayStation 5 games. Basically the way that remote play works. You're going to sync up your PlayStation account to this device and then your PS5, and essentially instead of playing it on a TV, it'll stream the visual data to this tiny tablet. You're probably going to have some amount of delay. I think they've said this thing is only going to work via Wi-Fi. So if you're in your house and you're playing Persona 5 downstairs while cooking biscuits for your wife, you know, now you have an ability to play.
Gamers, they don't even have a girlfriend, bro. Gamers are loners. Most of the time, okay? I'm one of them as well, you know what I'm saying? Like
something a little bit. Or, you know, if your kids are playing something on the TV, you could play on this Project Q, but it's definitely not a mainstream device. I have been pretty vocally against this because, honestly...
How? Where? I didn't see you being against it.
I want something like the PSP, like the PlayStation Vita. I want something that is an actual standalone gaming device where I can buy PlayStation games of some variety. Even if it is just indie stuff or something like that, I want to be able to pop trophies and play stuff and then remote play when I have internet access. It's weird that this thing is such a limited scope of ability for how high the price tag is. The rumor is this thing is going to be like $250 to $300.
$200? Bro, I can go to China right now. I can buy this thing for 2 pennies immediately. $200 dead. Absolutely, that's robbery. That's daytime robbery. This sucker in the US, in the United States of America, it should not be any more than 20 bucks. 20 bucks.
Now, a lot of people are talking about how expensive it is. Well, actually, so last night I saw Barbie and Oppenheimer. Check out my cool Ken outfit. Here's my my hot date. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Next up. So you can see here, people are saying this.
What? That's gaming news.
This whole thing is a joke.
How's that? That's Mudahar. This whole thing is a joke. You cannot expect to sell a handheld. I love Mudahar.
You can't expect to sell a handheld that needs to stream from a full-on console when you have a whole army of handheld systems that you can take anywhere and game on. Big Sony L. Now,
the way he put the emphasis on it, big Sony L. Bro, you could just say big Sony L. Big Sony L. Why you have to say big Sony L? Bruh. Like, bruh.
Mudahar, he is sometimes an overly negative person. That's kind of the character he plays.
Where? Homeboy is keeping $150. He's keeping $150. How is that an L?
But I think he actually raises a great point. I think the problem with some of these supplemental Sony tech pits is the fact that there is just the requirement of a PlayStation 5. The PSVR 2 is $550, after you...
$550. Dog. And that's probably USD, right? In Canada, it's probably gonna be 700 plus taxes. I'm out, my G.
You've bought the $500 console. That's $1,000 spent to play your first game. This, even if this does end up being like $200, let's assume it's on the lower end. Assume this is $200.
The price is way too high.
That still means you're paying $700 for a device that you can't even play at the gym. Like, this is not something I play a lot of stuff on the treadmill at the gym. You can't even.
Yo, people actually do that. That's kind of crazy. Okay, that's kind of news to me. When I run, I just run. That's pretty much where it comes down to, bro.
Play this. Like, everybody is just basically saying, I do not know how much more this thing is just so absolutely useless.
He wanted to say useful way too hard. He wanted to say useful. Nah, bro, it's so useless.
Now, people are kicking around the idea that since this is Android based, we will be able to hack it. Anybody who's ever used...
Yeah, I think rich people would buy that. And if it becomes hackable, everybody gather around. Okay, we need to have an emergency meeting immediately. If this is hackable, and if you hack it and then you can somehow... Because if you remember, the normal PSP days, back in the days, you could have just like borrow little UMD discs of PSP from your friends or go in the library. I used to go always would go in the libraries, rent the little disc for, I believe it used to be like $2. You put it in your PSP and boom, copy that in your memory card. That used to be a thing. So if you buy a game or rent a game, like discs, right? If you buy it digitally, then it's game over, you cannot return it. But if you get discs and you can somehow store on your PS5 handheld, then all of a sudden it would be beautiful. All of a sudden, then it would be like, okay, you know what? Borrow games all the time and have this $200 device on the side, and you somehow hack it, and then you can store games on it. Then it would be really, really interesting. But ladies and gentlemen, GTA 6 trailer. We're hearing it's coming out in November. Massively just happened. Click on this video on the screen. Otherwise, you're gonna like leave this video and you're gonna be thinking about what happened. You don't want to regret, right? So check it out, and I will see you right there.